When it comes to the fourth episode of Loki, there was quite a few revelations, twists, and turns, and things mentioned that have people scouring the episode to see what possible connections can be found to other Marvel properties. One of these comes very early on in the fourth episode, where Mobius specifically mentions vampires, and this has people believing that he could be hinting towards Blade. So this scene is in the first half of the episode, and specifically it's after Mobius has already met with the likes of Loki, and he's trying to get in with Sylvie to try to see what she says, because he's starting to doubt everything that's happening. As he's talking to one of the TVA agents, they mention the Nexus event, and then Mobius says, and I quote, "You know, we brought in Kree, Titans, vampires," end quote. Now, just breaking that down by simplicity, Kree, we know who the Kree are. Titans, we know who the Titans are, or a Titan, so make of that what you will. Was there another crazy Titan like Thanos in the multiverse that was even possibly crazier, or try to do something more that wasn't in line with what was predetermined in this sacred timeline? Maybe, maybe not. Maybe they're referencing just the Titans themselves. Again, maybe they'll explore this somewhere down the road. The big one here is, of course, vampires. Now, vampires are an interesting part of the MCU because there's been no mention of them ever existing outside of just a quick line like this. For example, Korg mentions them in Thor Ragnarok, but that's it. So here is another mention. Now, this to me just means that, yes, vampires do exist in the MCU. They always have existed. We have just not seen them yet. Or if we have, it hasn't been revealed who could be a vampire. Maybe it's somebody that's been in S.H.I.E.L.D. who only hung out during the night at the headquarters. Again, we don't know. We don't know how they're going to approach this, right? But quite clearly, he says they've brought in vampires. So at some point, a vampire was a variant. The Morbius movie, Marvel just sees that as a variant and tries to poke it with a stick and delete it. I see what they're saying here. I see what they're saying. But seriously, though, I mean, Jared Leto did say he wants to team up with Blade and do that. It's been hinted at. Who knows if it's going to happen? We have no idea if those universes are connected, or if Loki will explain some sort of fracturing timeline or something that interferes with everything. But it's quite apparent that vampires are a thing in the MCU, and Blade will obviously explain where they've been, what they've been doing, how dormant they've been, and for all we know, Dracula could be somebody that's, went up against the TVA and he's fought against them. Again, we just don't know. We have no idea, but there is a possibility that they're going to explore it sooner rather than later, all things considered, in the next 2.5 years. So we'll know our answer soon.